Hey everybody, it's Sly back to MrAwesomeSly here. I've done a video here in 2 months, but now I'm back with a new video. Today I'm going to be concentrating on 4 strikers. These strikers are Mario Gomez of Bayern Munich, Robert Lewandowski of Borussia Dortmund, Huntelaar of FC Schalke, and Miroslav Klose of Lazio. I've decided to concentrate on these strikers because looking at their trade marketplace, people seem to think they're not as essential as they actually are. Okay, first let's look at Mario Gomez, an 87 rated striker but rather a cheap player. 3,500 coins on the Xbox, just over 7k on the PS3 and almost 5k on the PC. From these card stats we can see his best attribute is his heading, as his shot may not appear as great but the in-game stats tell you a different story. Okay, so we're in the game and straight away we can see that he has 92 finishing, which means he's going to finish every chance in the box, certainly if he strikes it with his right foot. And that can come in handy when you're up against a high rated keeper like I was. You'll be able to see how well De Gea did at the half-time stats. He also has a very respectable heading accuracy, and his height and strength can get him to headers and at least test the keeper. His long shots aren't too bad either, but you're just best running into the box for a guaranteed goal. He also has 3-star skills and a 4-star weak foot with medium defense and work rate. Now, this is where his stats get insane. Reactions 19-4, make him very aware of passes and make him quick receiving and giving the ball. Also, that strength is what makes this striker so good. He doesn't need pace to run at defenders. You can run into those gaps and he will strengthen them and keep running into key positions. And it's what makes him good in the air also. He can also hold up the ball if he needs to. Now, his attacking position is that of 91. That is my personal favourite stat. He's always there when you need him. He makes perfect runs at the perfect time. And this is the stat that makes him such a brilliant striker. If you're thinking of buying Royce or Podolski, sure they have pace, but they're going to let you down with their attacking stats that Gomez has. So if you want a true striker, buy Mario Gomez. Okay, so let's move on to Robert Lewandowski. Only 82 rated, but you'll be very surprised at what he can do. Looking at his card stats, he has a good all-round attacking threat with his heading, dribbling and pace. Now, his shot is only 75. Again, like Gomez, he has very good hidden in-game stats that make him such a helpful player. And yet again, this is another cheap player. Almost 1,500 coins on Xbox, just over 2k even on PS3, and 1,600 coins on the PC. Now, let's get straight into the in-game stats, and straight away on the first page you can see he has 89 ball control, 86 dribbling, 87 finishing and 83 heading accuracy. So already he has stats that make him a massive threat up front. But let's look at some of the stats. He also has a high defensive and attacking rate, which to me is what makes this player. He applies constant pressure to the opponent's defense and attack, and he has the ability to run the ball up the pitch and create a chance. He also has 3-star skills and a 5-star weak foot. And once again, we turn the page and we see a list of great stats. 83 acceleration, 83 agility, 86 jumping, and amazing 91 reactions and 83 sprint speed. Only 78 strength, but this is a player who doesn't need strength. He has the ability to run past players and with speed and skill. He also has a very good attacking position, and that aggression comes in handy with his work rate to provide very good team pressing. From all the stats you have just seen, it's a wonder that this player goes how cheap he does. All the stats that matter are all rated over 80, which makes him a great finisher and a great assister. This is a player who always provides 100% every game. I strongly recommend him to you if you have a Bundesliga team. Now, let's move on to Hunteelaar, an 85 rated striker for which people low price him from his card stats, and to be honest, it's not hard to see why, as none of his card stats reaching over his overall rating. But this must mean his in-game stats must be good? Correct. He's really cheap as well. Huntelaar prices 1,000 coins on Xbox, almost 1.5k on PS3, and almost 2k on the PC. He has great in-game stats, which include the best finishing of the 3 players so far, with 94 finishing. Get this player into the box and he will finish no problem. He also has a decent heading accuracy, but I choose to use his feet always over his heading when I need to, as it's just guaranteed. He also has medium attack and defensive work rate. Just like everyone else so far, he shares 3-star skills and a 4-star weak foot. Although he has decent heading accuracy, it's his jumping that isn't all that great, which kinda makes his heading pointless. However, that 95 reactions make him very aware of the game, even despite his pace might be low. And just like Gomez, he has a very good attacking position, which makes him so helpful and gets him easy goals. Now, this is a great striker, but to be honest, that's all he is. If I compare him to Lewandowski, you saw his stats, and if I had to choose, I would choose Lewandowski because of all the high rated stats. In this case, Hunteelaar is a great finisher, but I'm not sure why he's rated 85. So I think we found a very high rated player, but that doesn't make him bad, it just means he's only good at one thing. But don't let that put you off. Okay, finally, let's move on to Miroslav Klose. Known mainly for his heading, his in-game stats can prove that's not his only thing he possesses. Looking at the first page of his in-game stats, his ball control is good and he can use a decent amount of dribbling with this. And just like Huntelaar, he has an amazing 94 finishing, which makes him so good in the box with both his feet and his heading, along with 93 heading accuracy. So far so good. Next page, we can see his jumping is 94 with his heading accuracy and his height, which makes him unbeatable in the air. Only a small percentage of players can actually beat him to a header, if the cross is at least decent. I mean, just look at this goal. Getting that high against the Man U defence and using his power header. What a goal. He also has good reactions, but he doesn't have a lot of strength. If he did, he would win every single header, and I think that's when he would become overpowered. Next page, we can see both his aggression and attacking position make him apply pressure and make him good run. He makes good runs to either score with his head or his feet. And yet again, this player goes for an amazing price from all his stats. Only 850 coins on the Xbox. That is such a great offer. Go buy him now. Also on PS3, just under 1k in coins, and on the PC, just over 1k in coins also. I would say this is the best player of the four for his price. You have just seen the stats and you know who will finish almost anything. If you have a Bundesliga or German team, you must buy him. He will be a great player to your team. Also, if you have 30k, I recommend you buy his informed version. The stats on him are just insane. Now, I've given you 4 players to look at, but I must say this. These players are great offline, they provide everything you want, but sadly if you try them online, they don't provide as much quality. This is because of not their fault, but only because sadly online, as you know, pace dominates. So if you're going to use these players, just keep them offline. Unless you believe you're a top player, then go ahead. If you want to research any of these players that you've seen on Ultimate Team and get detailed info, visit futwiz.com to get correct informed players and their informs. If you enjoyed this detailed video, remember to comment below, like the video and subscribe. This has been Sly Impact on MrAwesomeSly. I'll see you later. Parallel.